Hi, Christian Witness here, and welcome to the meet. And this is our experiment with Psalm 23, meditating on it for a month. And this is August the 1st, our first meditation. Okay, I just wanted to say that I was doing a little looking and learning about sheep. You know, I'm not a farm girl. I have seen farms from like a road trip or whatnot from the car, and I've actually been on a farm like once or twice in my whole life. That was it. I don't know too much about farming. I have pet sheep, goats, stuff like that, like at a petting zoo part, but basically not talking about. So I don't know too much about sheep. So in my meditation today, I was learning one thing. But before we get started with that, this is a psalm that David wrote, and he was a shepherd. And so he has experience with that, and he knows animals, the sheep and things like that, and what's entailed. So I was noticing the part where it says, with still waters. He lets me lie down in green pastures. This is Psalm 23, 2 and 3. He leads me beside quiet waters. Well, that's really 2, verse 2. And I was doing a little meditation on that. And what I learned about a sheep is that they're afraid of running water. They don't really like it, and also it is dangerous for them. I don't think sheep are too smart. And if a sheep should fall into the running waters, the fleece would soak the water like a sponge and weigh it down, and it would drown. So a good shepherd will dam up a river and make a place where the water's still so that the sheep can drink. And I think I might have wrote something else about it. Maybe not, but I can always bring it up in another talk. And here's a little side note. As a sheep that is reluctant to get up is probably in pain. A sheep takes a long time to lay down, is probably in pain. A sheep that cannot relax is under stress. Teeth grinding, another common sign of pain in a sheep. So I guess those are all things that a shepherd notices about the sheep, the body language, to kind of know what's going on with the good shepherd, because God's our good shepherd. We can trust him. And you know, I don't mean this in an insulting way to myself, but I don't think I'm the sharpest tool in a shed, okay? And I don't mean that mean to myself. And I always say, thank God. God is the God of the dumb. Because, you know, I can be gullible sometimes. And sometimes my discernment is not that sharp. I've been fooled before by people, things like that. And like I had already said before in another video, that sometimes I can tell you the problems, but like I'm sitting there like, oh, how do you solve this one? So that's why I'm glad that we have a beautiful shepherd like we do with God. Bring our problems to God, to ask for help, and he is the good shepherd. He's going to be watching us and leading us to those, green pastures. And another thing that I wanted to say about, I think it was the green pastures, is that it's like promising situations, like the green pastures. It's like a promising, and it's like good news. And the setting of Psalm 23 is the outside world and the inner soul. Those connections. So, and of course, the Lord is my shepherd is our relationship, to always want to strengthen our relationship with God, of course, and maybe reflect where you came from with the Lord and maybe where you want to go, and to rely more on God. But I find reading the scriptures, you can really trust God. You can lean on Him. You gain experience with God when you go through trials and tribulations and seeing others in the scriptures. And so that's it, I think, for today, for our first meet on Psalm 23. And if y'all have any comments you want to make about Psalm 23, please do leave it. Until the next one, Christian Witness out. Until the next meet. Bye. Have a great one, guys.